Hey everyone, Heavy Entertainment here with a new album review. Today I'm taking a look at Dust, which is the third album by Tremonti, which is the solo project of Mark Tremonti of Creed and Alter Bridge. Now, to be honest, going into this album, I haven't heard or listened to the first two Tremonti albums, so I don't really know exactly what his solo work sounds like. However, I do know his two previous bands pretty well, which are Creed and Alter Bridge. Now, I'm not a fan of Creed. I think they're pretty much the definition of a generic rock band. However, Alter Bridge, although I've only got into them recently, is a band I really like. Blackbird is an absolutely fantastic album. So I was a bit excited to listen to this album. Now, the first thing that struck me when I was listening to this album was that it's a lot heavier than either of his previous bands. You can really hear influences of bands like Metallica and other metal bands on this record, but it does still have a bit of a style like an Alter Bridge album. The album begins with My Last Minute, which showcases the heavy riffs and style to be expected on this album. The next two tracks also show this same style, which are The Cage and my personal favorite song on the album, Once Dead, which has some pretty impressive guitar work on the multiple guitar solos. The next song is the title track and lead single, Dust, which brings the aggressive tempo down a bit for a rather good hard rock song. It contains a pretty catchy chorus and is particularly good in the last few minutes of the song. It really feels that it could just be put onto an Alter Bridge album and fit well. Other great tracks on the album include Betray Me, Catching Fire, and Rising Storm. There are a few songs like Tore My Heart Out and Never Wrong that do feel a bit like filler, because nothing really stands out on these tracks. The album closes with the song Unable to See. It begins with a slow riff and overall has a similar feeling and style to that of Dust, before really exploding around 2 minutes in. It really closes the album out in a positive way.
Well, I don't think that I'll ever get to find a trace of what we have left, and I don't think that I'll ever learn to see the moments right, to just wait my turn.
Overall, Dust was a surprisingly good album that makes me want to check out more of Tremonti's other work. I give Dust an 8 out of 10. If you're a fan of Alter Bridge, then you have to check out this album. Now, if you've listened to this album, please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you want to check out more rock and metal reviews, please pound that subscribe button. Cheers!